Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we're back with 8 more Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames packs. First off is Vibrava taking flight from the tree while silhouetted by the beautiful pink and orange sky behind them. Lombre in the lake swimming away from the boat to avoid the fishing lines. Snubble, they're tripping and eating it as they run through the field. So like right here on the top right hand corner, is that rain coming off of those clouds? Or it probably isn't, but I don't know, that just really distracted me. Gloom walking through the forest with the beautiful blooming pink flowers. Bronzong using their arms as tuning forks after smacking them on their body. Meloetta standing in the waves filled with flowers. Paldean Toros charging through the mesa. Smeargle returning from their art project located in the bowels of the city for our first reverse, I believe. Second would be a Ludicolo. Holy crap, look at that man's arm. It is bent. That man is swiping fast. Good lord. And our rare is a Mega Lopunny EX going in for a stomp attack, easily smashing the rock. Ooh, a very wonderful Yamper IR sitting on their bed with their very torn, well not very torn up, but their slightly torn up Pokeball plush. Seal doing his best to try and shove the sheets of ice. Swinub slowly making his way down the stairs. Apom hopping from rooftop to rooftop through the city. Dizzying Valley Trainer. Blowtorch Trainer. Punk Helmet Trainer. We have the Wigglytuff in the field while music notes and bars float around them for our first reverse, I believe. Second would be Meloetta in the waves with the floating flowers. And our rare of the pack would be the Suicune in the riffle running through the forest. Piplup happily running around in the freshly fallen snow. Sableye having gotten caught in the spotlight while carrying their gems. Milcery floating around the table filled with various kinds of sweets. Gloom walking through the beautiful blooming pink flowers. Seviper springing themselves forward to clamp down with a Poison Fang attack. The powerful and intimidating Eternatus flying high above the mountains. Haunch Crow doing his best to either make sure his fellow Murkrow / Haunch Crow keep up or evade his pursuers. A Wondrous Patch Trainer for the first reverse. Yep, Oddish sitting on the air conditioner in the back alley at night. And our rare would be the Flygon flying over the desert with the purple cacti. You know, I wonder if this is the desert from Gen 3, honestly. I mean, it would make sense, you do find Trapinch in that area, but whatever. Apom leaping from rooftop to rooftop through the city. Gligar floating down the neon-filled stairwell. Lotad at the pond's edge with all the beautiful blooming flowers, it must be spring. Dugong swimming through the icy and foamy waters. A Grimsley's Move Trainer. Meloetta in the waves with the floating flowers. Cresselia in the ruins underneath the crescent moon turned on its side. Once again, Ludicolo just bending their arm to slap the hell out of that bush or grass for our first reverse. Second would be the wonderfully designed Duraludon unleashing a hyper beam underneath the sky filled with shooting stars. And our rare of the pack is once again another copy of the Mega Lopunny EX stomping the rock into bits. And I say we're about halfway there. Ghastly sinisterly floating up from the drain. Caravana swiftly shooting for the bottom of the lake after hitting the water. Bramblin being blown across the wastelands. Vibrava silhouetted by the beautiful pink and orange sky. Bramblegast almost consumed by fog in the grasslands. Darmanitan in the mountains lit by his eyebrows as he charges in for a punch. A Dawn Trainer. Eternatus swiftly flying over the mountains for the first reverse. Yep, Genesect also in the mountains. Well, in the mountains, not above them, I should say. With their eyes locked on their opponent above, ready to fire their cannon. And our rare of the pack. Ooh, another copy of the wonderful Rotom EX. I love the freaking circuit boards behind them. A fantastic touch. Mischievous floating up through the tight and sketchy alley. Charmeleon leaping from the cliff, flamethrower already charged up and ready to launch. Seal doing their best to push the ice sheets. Yamper on the pavers looking up at the warm afternoon sun. Meloetta in the waves with the floating flowers. Cresselia in the ruins with the crescent moon on its side behind them. Paldea and Tauros charging through the mesa. A Charmander very excited to be at the volcano's edge for our first reverse. Second would be Palmot in battle under the orange skies, doing their best to fend off two different opponents. And the rare is once again the same Genesect in the mountains, eyes locked on their target for their cannon shot. Couple packs to go. Snubble tripping as they run through the field. Snubble tripping as they run through the field. Jigglypuff on the tree branch looking at the beautiful stars coming into view as the sun sets behind them. The nicely done model Nimble resting on the moss. Alcremie on a picnic with their trainer. The large and intimidating Mamoswine easily traversing the snowy forest. My boy Ludicolo just whipping the hell out of the frickin' bush. Ooh, a wonderfully done Gliscor. I don't know, I just really like the look on Gliscor's face. They give him such a mischievous look in this one. That's our first reverse, I believe. Second would be Swinub heading down the stairs, and the rare of the pack is the Zacian in the forest sword ready to defend themselves. Alrighty, it has come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you want more details on our rules, there's a video linked below. It's going to be rough today. It was rough whenever we saw the IR, and then it was even rougher when we saw the Rotom, which is higher than the IR. So, unless we get something really fancy. Charmeleon leaping from the cliff, Flamethrower already charged up and ready to go. Bramblin being blown across the wastelands. Oddish sitting on the air conditioner in the back alley. Bronzor in the house with very, very little wall space. Haunter floating the streets at night, looking to stir up trouble. Mamoswine traversing the snowy forest. The wonderfully designed and mischievous looking Gliscor. A Dawn Trainer, I think that's our first reverse. Second would be Snubble tripping in the meadow. And our rare of the pack is once again another copy of the very nice Mega Lopunny EX, easily smashing the rock. Which is obviously going to be another no for last pack best pack. Like I said earlier, it wasn't gonna be easy. Well, that's gonna be about it out of me, though if you want to hear me out about some more cards, there's daily uploads around here, some days more, so there's plenty of other openings already on the channel. Alrighty, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.